Welcome to today's Explainer. Look, if you've been trying to keep up with the absolute flood of headlines today, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to take the chaos of this incredibly fast-moving news cycle, strip away all that extra noise, and structure it into a clear, focused summary just for you. So let's just jump right in and get the facts straight from the sources.
To make sure we cover everything without getting bogged down, we've organized today's incredibly diverse updates into 4 distinct chapters. First up, politics of the country. Then, crime and major accidents. Third, international affairs. And finally, weather, sports, and trends.
All right, Chapter 1, Politics of the Country, Tensions and Turmoil. Let's dive right in.
Right now, there is some intense internal drama and speculation unfolding within the Trinamool Congress. And right in the middle of this party crisis, Shatrughan Sinha has made a very public pledge of loyalty. By stating point blank, "I am with Mamata Banerjee, she is my only leader," he is drawing a firm line in the sand regarding where his allegiance lies within the party's current power structure.
But, that unity? It's definitely not shared across the board. In stark contrast, Kalyan Banerjee has taken a deeply rebellious stance, openly criticizing Abhijit Banerjee's attitude. He literally labeled him as arrogant. This sharp public criticism really highlights a very real and growing fracture within the TMC's leadership ranks. It's making major waves right now.
Now, what's really wild is just how many different political maneuvers are happening simultaneously today. The TMC infighting is escalating fast. Rebel MPs actually met with Chief Minister Suvendu and signed a formal letter to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. On top of that, Rebel MP Kakoli Ghosh made a major statement regarding the NDA. Meanwhile, the Congress Party had to step in and officially deny these swirling rumors about merging with the TMC. Oh, and over in Bihar, Tejaswi Yadav pointed out the reality of Nitish Kumar's son's engineering degree in an election affidavit. Finally, on the judicial front, the Supreme Court straight up denied a hearing to Meenakshi Natarajan. Lots of moving parts here.
So, shifting gears to national policy and how global events actually impact us right here at home. The government has instituted strict new limits on bulk petrol and diesel purchases. This is a direct reaction to the escalating tensions in the Middle East. It's totally changing the game, moving us from relatively unrestricted rules to a brand new system defined by strict limitations, all to safeguard our national energy reserves.
Okay, moving on to Chapter 2, Crime and Major Accidents. It's been a day of tragedies, so let's walk through what happened.
We're starting with a truly unbelievable viral story out of Odisha. Imagine suffering this kind of shocking betrayal, literally being thrown into a well by a friend. Well, this man fought for his life, alone at the bottom of that well for 4 entire days. 4 days. Against all odds, he was miraculously found and rescued alive by the police. Just an absolute miracle of survival. Now, in a completely different but equally shocking police investigation over in Maharashtra, authorities uncovered a double-death mystery inside a car in Badalpur. The truly chilling detail here, the crucial point investigators are focusing on, is how this grim discovery was reportedly brought to light by a 4-year-old child. The investigation is actively trying to piece together the events that led to this deeply unsettling scenario. To quickly summarize some of the other tragic events today, it's just been a really heavy day across the country. In Begusarai, Bihar, a collision on NH31 left 4 people dead, while a severe road accident in Chamoli claimed another 4 lives. In Bhopal, a massive blast at a firecracker shop caused major fires and explosions. And in Delhi, a major police bust of a drug factory took a fatal turn when a foreign national died during the raid.
Finishing this section on just a bizarre misuse of social media. The Rajasthan police are currently hunting for a young man who had the absolute audacity to shoot an Instagram motorcycle stunt reel right inside a local police station in Alwar. Of course, the video went completely viral, and now an official investigation has been launched into how this massive breach of protocol even occurred. I mean, what was he thinking?
Pulling the camera back a bit, let's explore global geopolitics in Chapter 3, International Affairs, Tensions Abroad.
So, there's been this fascinating historical shift in how the United States approaches the energy sector, starting from early oil discoveries in the 1900s to suffering through the crippling oil embargoes of the 1970s, which shifted global power away from them, to the massive turning point of the 2010s with the shale revolution. Now, projections for 2026 show the U.S. systematically positioning itself to be the absolute biggest player in global oil politics.
And the stakes of that oil dominance are incredibly high right now. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has actually issued a severe warning threatening sustained attacks on Iran.
Concurrently, another Indian ship has faced a fierce attack near Oman. These incidents really highlight the extreme volatility in the Gulf right now and just how quickly international assets are getting caught in the crossfire.
We also need to look at what's happening in Europe, where a surging wave of anti-migrant protests is sweeping across several nations. And for our viewers aiming to travel, study, or work abroad, this is a massive developing story. The critical question we have to ask is, how will this European pushback against migration directly affect future visa policies and the daily lives of Indian expatriates already living there? It's definitely something we're watching closely.
Finally, let's wrap things up with Chapter 4, Weather, Sports, and Trends. If you live in the capital, you have definitely noticed the erratic weather, while the Indian Meteorological Department has explained this fascinating contrast. While the broader monsoon is finally bringing much-needed rain and relief to large parts of India, those aggressive, high-speed storms hitting the Delhi NCR region, they were actually fueled by a completely separate weather system originating over in Pakistan. Pretty wild, right?
In sports today, we do need to pause and note a tragic loss to the Indian sporting fraternity. The community is in deep mourning following the passing of legendary shooter Jaspal Rana. He was a Commonwealth Gold winner who really dedicated himself to training future champions. It's a massive blow, and his loss is being felt deeply across the entire nation.
On a much brighter note, check out this amazing success story. A 19-year-old named Nisarg found major security flaws in a CBSE educational portal. But instead of ignoring it or exploiting it, he used ethical hacking protocols to safely expose and report the vulnerabilities. And the result? His brilliant work caught the eye of IIT Kanpur, who immediately offered this teenager a dream job in cybersecurity. Talk about a real game changer for his career.
All right, let's look at the cultural trends dominating our conversations today. First up, a major health study is unpacking exactly how a specific mix of genetics, diet, and lifestyle has made severe belly fat an epidemic among Indian men. On the spiritual side, a really fascinating explainer is trending about the ancient belief system behind the tradition of placing curtains during the Banki Bihardi Darshan. And in entertainment, the internet is fiercely divided over Akshay Kumar's Welcome to the Jungle trailer. Are we thinking massive hit or major miss? The debate is intense.
And before we go, here's a number you absolutely need to remember: 2026. Seriously, mark your calendars for August of that year. Astronomers and skywatchers are already gearing up because 2026 will bring the spectacular and very rare Ring of Fire effect during the final Surya Grahan, or solar eclipse, of the year. It's a celestial event you for sure won't want to miss.
As we wrap up today's Explainer, just look at everything we've covered in these past few minutes. From intense political rebellions in Bengal, to a young man surviving 4 days at the bottom of a well, right up to massive global oil shifts and European border tensions. Isn't it incredible how vastly different, yet equally impactful, the events shaping our world today truly are? Thank you for letting us structure the noise for you today. Keep questioning, keep learning, and we'll catch you in the next Explainer.